what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm in the Ferrari 250 LM today. We're going to be doing another canyon carving episode. I did try to record this once already, and I'm not sure what my Elgato's deal is, but it started corrupting on me, I can tell, so I'll just talk about the build real quick. It's got full engine upgrades, which brought me to 430 horsepower just about. It already has basically all the chassis upgrades. I did throw the roll cage in it, race brakes. Did full drivetrain upgrades just so I could play with the gearing a little bit and be able to get it to shift a little bit faster. We're on sport tires with 285 rear, 235 front on stock rims. Still on the stock diameter rim too. I believe it's a 15 on this car. And so even though I tune the car up to be stiffer and have a more retro mod feel to it, like if somebody bought this car, wanted to track it today but wanted a better handling out of it, that's what my goal was. It still does tend to sway a decent amount because of those really tall sidewalls. Overall though, it's pretty good feeling car so far. It's got a nice balance to it. It will get a little skittish in the corners on you for sure if you're kind of messing around and not paying attention to where you're at in the gear range. And I got dropped from playing online for some reason randomly. Oh, well, that would have been a very, very expensive car totaled right there if that would have been real life. Threw me all off my groove going into the pause menu to try to reconnect. At least that's what I'm going to blame it on. I did stay up entirely too late watching The Walking Dead, and I'm sure that's probably playing a pretty good part of my mistakes I've been making. So I'm extremely tired. It's really hard to focus on driving at high speed, especially here with it raining and stuff. You gotta really pay attention to what you're doing so you don't slide this thing out. Go ahead and cut it. Well, you know what? While we're already here, let's go ahead and jump on the highway, do a highway run with this thing real quick. So I'm kind of curious what kind of speeds this thing will hit as light as it is with 430 horsepower. Looked pretty promising in the gearing. I have a feeling this car's gonna get really, really sketchy at high speeds though. Oh my. I would no idea where that thing spawned from, but alright. Oh yeah, I can feel it already. Oh my gosh. That McLaren just obliterated me. I'm not sure why cars are just randomly spawning in like that. The game's acting very weird today. There's a lot of traffic, and it's been doing really dumb stuff from what I've seen so far. I have to say, a car this old, built the way this was, even with a roll cage, would probably be absolutely terrifying at over 190 miles an hour. That McLaren's just hitting everything. What was that? Seriously, what was the AI even doing? He started veering towards the median. That's what I'm talking about. Every little bit I've played today, even before recording or trying to record this video the first time, the AI was acting ridiculous. There's just an insane amount of traffic compared to normal, and they've been plowing into each other, causing accidents at the stops in Edinburgh and stuff. Is very, very strange behavior from the AI, which I shouldn't be too surprised with here in Forza, but they've been abnormally, can I talk? There we go. Abnormally crazy today. Like I said, I'm stupid tired today, guys. This is a very nice balanced, a very nicely balanced car. I seriously cannot talk today. I really need to lay down and take a nap, I think. It's alright though, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This car is a blast to drive. It feels really good on the wheel. And you gotta really, really drive it right or it's gonna wash out on you really quick. It would probably be a lot easier to drive if I would have went ahead and threw race tires on it, but I wanted to give myself more of a challenge. I could have even threw wider tires on the back too for that extra little bit of traction. And like right there we got AI changing color out of nowhere. Starting to get a little bit more used to the way this car wants to slide out a little bit when you're really getting into it in a corner, or if you're like really pushing high speed through a corner. You can kind of feel the weight shift in the wheel and then it slides out, so you gotta like give it just a second and then counter it pretty quickly. I'm not gonna be able to hit 6th gear before this corner. This car pulls amazingly well through all the gears though. I was kind of surprised there on the highway. I thought it would kind of hit like a dead spot in 6th gear and really have some trouble, but it didn't really seem to struggle much at all. I have to say, it would be absolutely amazing to get the chance to drive a Ferrari 250 LM. It's just such an amazing car and so beautifully made. But at the same time, especially for the time period this car was originally introduced and raced in, just like scary fast. Even by today's standards, this is a fairly quick car. I don't know if it's really coming across on the wheel what I was talking about, but you can kind of see I gotta wait for the car, counter it, and catch the car as it's starting to come back really fast. You gotta really get that delay right and wait to feel the weight and the wheel start shifting enough on you to try or start trying to counter it. Because if you try to catch the slide too early, whew, I almost went straight off the road. But if you try to catch the slide too early, it just seems to snap around instead on you. I am definitely disappointed with the sound of this car in Horizon though. This car sounds amazing in real life and even in videos, and they just kind of really ruined that classic Ferrari V12 racing engine sound. Managed to save that one.
Forza Live will begin shortly. Good luck.
I'm definitely glad I finally took this car out. It's just a ton of fun to drive. A little bit on the hairy side though here in the rain. That kind of adds to the whole thrill of driving this thing though, because you know it's going to slide out on you in a corner at high speed. And you know you're going to have to be ready to counter it. I should have just stayed in 5th. I thought that was a lot sharper corner than it was. But it's just like newer cars, especially in Forza games, are just way too easy to drive at high speeds and basically do... Sorry, excuse me there, guys. But they seem to like basically do 90% of the work for you. I mean, you still have to have really fast reactions, you still gotta know how to brake properly in the corner and stuff, but they're a lot more forgiving. do that. This thing's got a really fast turn in at lower speeds.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh! I do not know how I managed to save that and not plow into that car. I lost way too much grip and could not aim the car where I wanted to, and then I just managed to barely get enough traction at the end to actually get it pulled over and just barely snake past them. Ooh, this thing gets really sketchy on uneven roads. Okay, just keep the drift going then.
Arrived at your destination.
Oh, I was not paying attention to him unghosting at all. Like, it did not even cross my mind to try to avoid that car. This is definitely one of my favorite things to do besides drifting here in fall. Just because of all the colors and everything from the trees changing. I do like spring a lot too in this game. The lower temperatures are nice for drifting. You can really get a car to slide and like really push it through some crazy corners you wouldn't be able to during summer. But I have to say, I think fall's probably my favorite here in the game. I mean, I could be kind of partial to it because I was born in October too. Fall is like my favorite time of year in real life too. Oh, this is sketchy. That was kind of gnarly. Did not think I was gonna make it through there. Oh, I managed to save it from the wall. That was so close. I way just like completely overdrove that corner. Oh. Like I said, this car is just so entertaining to drive because it's just that sketchy, especially upgrading the power levels on this thing. I really kind of wish I would have tried driving it with the stock suspension setup before I tweaked it and stiffened it up a little bit, because I feel like this car would be a lot sketchier with how soft everything was and all the body roll it would have. This road is so much fun just to blast down at super high speeds, especially if you're drifting at high speed. You gotta really, really push it to get enough speed through the corners. Like around 140-ish is usually what I try to go into, like entries around through there in. But if you do, you can actually link most of that together pretty well. Takes a lot of e-braking though to keep the car under control. I don't know how I keep narrowly missing like smashing into houses like that. And controller shut off. Every video. Literally every single video. I mean, it's not entirely... I missed the wall again somehow. It's not entirely a bad thing that my controller does that, because it does kind of give me a reminder, hey, it's been 15 minutes of recording now. So I can't complain too much. It is a little, like, shocking, though, when you're going into a corner and all of a sudden you just lose all sound. Why is it so much fun to slide this thing around corners like that? I really hope it comes across too, like the really minor inputs I'm giving it to like just keep a consistent power slide. Ooh, I finally clipped something. But to like keep a nice consistent power slide through corners, you cannot give it too much input or this car just will absolutely break completely loose on you. Slowed down a little too much for that corner, I thought, but it actually turned out to be a good thing because there was literally a car right there. Oh! Nope, going off. I tried to save it. There's... I probably could have recovered from it if I would have reacted to it a little quicker, but... that was a really, really sketchy mistake I made there and really hard to recover from. Oh my god. Made it through with just a little nick. This thing gets so sketchy in the rain at like 150. Well guys, I think that's my sign to call it a day for this video. I had some pretty decent runs there. Pretty happy with this car. I'm really glad I finally drove it. I really don't know why I've been waiting as long as I have. I've had this car for a while. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment,